fucking right to the early morning. No, this ain't no love song. It's gonna be the soundtrack. Baby, you gon' fall back. That's the way we get.
This Cops 360 here with another video. I haven't seen you guys in a while, but I am back doing some more videos, getting back into the flow of things, getting back to my usual, upload schedule. But anyway, guys, here we're talking about consoles. Now, my question to you guys is, could this be the last of Microsoft's Xbox and Sony's PlayStation, like forever as we know it? Because honestly, it's possible. Now, if you guys look at, let's look at the 7th generation of consoles, 360, PS3. We just forget Wii for now. The Xbox 360 had it came out in 2005, had a 8-year lifespan. 8 years. The PS3 came out just not long after, so I had like a 7-ish year lifespan. Now, keeping in mind, guys, those consoles were made at the time. They had power like no other. They were very, very powerful consoles at the time. They were more powerful than most PCs. In fact, they were much ahead of PCs, like the average computer. Nowadays, if you look at what's going on now, the Xbox One, PS4, they are reasonably behind the PC, or like, the average gaming PC at the moment. I mean, you look at there's no doubt they've closed it, the margin between 360 and Xbox One. They've closed it on the PC, but they are much behind now. Like, for example, Xbox One, it's running most of its games at 720p, while PS4, yeah, sure, it's got some games at 1080, but a game like Battlefield 4, a truly graphically intensive game, is running at 900p. Now, of course, they're ports, but still, the consoles are using x86 based architecture. They're pretty much computers with their own dedicated operating systems. So there's no doubt that this time things could be much, much different. If Microsoft and Sony actually try and pull this off, what they did with the first 7th gen of console, and they actually keep the Xbox One out for another 8 years until 2021. Can you honestly picture right now buying an Xbox One in 2021? It's 2013 now. That's 8 years away. 2021. That's nuts. That's an insanely long, amount of time. For example, honestly, if we're running at games at 720p right now, imagine games in 2018. Even games in 2018, they're gonna be very, very hard to run. PCs, people talk about PC master race, and I'm not like a PC elitist, but I'm telling the truth. Xbox One and PS4, they're not like as powerful as their predecessors were at their peaks, at their time. So the games, they're gonna get harder and harder and harder to run. And if the consoles are already behind right now, I mean, they're struggling to run games at full 1080p, especially when PC 1440p is starting to become a thing. Then they could be in some serious trouble, because we could be seeing, honestly, I would not be surprised if in a few years we're seeing phones that have like crazy graphics and processing, or we see like the Steam machine take over. Because honestly, guys, you look at phones right now, some phones have octa-core processors, and then you look at Nvidia's implementation of Nvidia Shield. It's using a Tegra 4. Tegra 4, it's pretty good, and you're working on Tegra 5, Tegra 6. Nvidia, they release their new Tegra processing units pretty often, I think close to every year. And to be honest, I think by I would say like in the middle, say like 2018 or 2017, they'll have power that is stronger than the Xbox on the PS4 on just a handheld device, or even, yeah. So I don't know. I'm not sure if Xbox One and PS4 can pull off the kind of life cycle their predecessors had, because it's gonna be very tough, real tough. I just don't know how they'll be able to do it, because technology, it moves very, very, very quickly, and it gets cheap very quickly as well. I mean, right now Xbox One in America is $499, I think, and PS4 is $399. By the end of next year, they'll probably will drop by like $50 to $100, both of them. Actually, 50. Oh, actually, I can't see the PS4 for $299 next year. I don't think they might not drop as quickly, but they'll become cheap real quick. because at the moment, I think Sony, a lot of the money that they're making of the PS4 is going straight to AMD, so they're not making many profits. They're taking a risk. I mean, it's not as stupid as a risk as they were doing with the PS3, where they pretty much released it for like how much? It was the biggest rip-off. It was like $800 or $900. But that was over here at least. I'm not sure about America, but they were releasing it at big losses, and they needed time to slowly get into the flow and start making profit again. So, we're getting back to the point, this could be the end of Xbox and PS4. We could see the takeover of the Steam machine. Because guys, look, originally I was skeptical about the Steam machine, but now, honestly, it is cheap, it is easy to upgrade, and honestly, I'm starting to think that Valve really can pull it off, because things like graphics, drivers, updates, they can all be done within the operating system. All that stuff can all be done. You can use your Xbox controller, your PlayStation controller, you can use the Steam controller, keyboard and mouse, and it's just like a box that you can just go and buy from the shop. Like, and the news that iBuyPowers one only costs what, $4.99 or $3.99? I think it was $4.99 or $4.50. One of those price points. Regardless, it was within a PS4 or Xbox One price. The kind of hardware you got in that, which had a 7870, which is powerful than both consoles, man, at that price, that is real good and that is real cheap. So guys, honestly, we could be saying Steam machines take over. Though I'm not sure if that'll happen, but I don't know. Phones, when I say phones, I'm not like actually saying, oh, I'm just gonna, play like Doodle Jump on my TV. No, that's not what I mean. What I mean is, this might be hard for you to explain, but things kind of like Nvidia Shield, where you're streaming to your TV, you have the actual power on the device to run it. So, I don't know, like, I'm not the best to explain it, but I don't know. It could happen, might not happen, but it's just something I wanted to discuss. So anyway, guys, comment down below what you think about this, and yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.